Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Christian and welcome back to another RF Online PlayPark video. So we're now back in the Neo Nexus server and this is the Quora Alliance. So right now we are doing the CBC Chip Breaker Challenge here in the Crag mining area, and as you can see we're almost at the end. B7 meaning the lotto control chip is at 7. So if you can get a lucky hit, lucky last hit on the chip, you get a prize, 15,000 pesos. So this is very nice. A lot of players like play and come out PvP, try to last hit the chip, mainly because of the prize. But overall, it's fun. Well, what I will talk to you about in this video is some of the pros and cons of RF Online PlayPark. I've actually been playing this game ever since the pandemic started, so it's like 1.5 years already. So let's get into it. Before the CBC ends, I'd like to share to you some of the things I like and don't like about the game. First of all, if you look at my character, I actually believe the graphics of the game is very good. Considering that the game was actually made almost maybe 15 years ago, 2004, 2005, and it was handled by Level Up in the Philippines at around 2006, I think. So the graphics are really good considering the time when it was made. So that's one thing. Well, nowadays there are games with much better graphics, but this is still good. And since it's an old game, you can actually run the game smoothly in almost any standard PC. So no need to get a high-end expensive PC when you want to play RF Online. So that's one thing. Next up, for the gameplay, it's actually very good because there's a lot of PvP in it. So player versus player, and it's actually one of the highlights of the game. So right now, there's some Akrisha here. They are robots. I'm playing the Core Alliance. We're kind of like elves. And we teamed up against the Belato Union, which are like dwarves. They're smaller than us, but there's a lot of them. So they're kind of stronger. We need to team up and take them down. So that's it. There's a lot of PvP. And for the story, there's actually no real story in the game. Well, if you press J on your journal, you open up some of the quests. And here on the rightmost, these are actually the quests you did since the beginning. And if you click it, there is actually a text here that you can read. I guess that's the story of the game, which I honestly never read. So I don't know the whole story of the game. I'm just here to level my character, PvP, and do all these other events. Okay, and there's no like voiceovers, so basically the story of the game is how you play the game. So it's a very social game. You can chat with other players of the same race. You can join guilds, so there's a lot of party leveling and party quests, and it's hard to survive if you're like a solo player. So anyway, let's get into the action and let's see some of the PvP that's happening. Oops, let me just rebuff again. So I'm actually playing with a mage, a cross-class ranger. So range ranger and a mage. So I don't have any good gears here in the Neo Nexus server, so I try to be careful. I stay in the back line because if I get hit by one of these guys, I'll probably be dead in a few hits. So just try to be careful. We're trying to last hit the chip. Right. So next up, the grinding here in the game is actually very, in my opinion, hard. You can't be strong by just playing like an hour a day, so you need to invest a lot of time. And if you have a lot of time, that's good. But if you're kind of busy with other things, the real world stuff, maybe you won't like a lot of grinding, so the game may be not for you. Next up, I want to share to you is the game is actually very pay to win, meaning it favors the spenders of the game. So a lot of the things here you can buy from other players like RMT, real money trading, and it's not always a guarantee, but most probably if you spend a lot of money in the game, you'll be the strongest or you'll be one of the strongest. If you can't spend a lot of money in the game, you need to spend a lot of time. So that's about it. If you're kind of a casual player, light spender, just try out the game and you decide whether if it's for you. Well, in my case, I like to play it because of the nostalgia factor, because I played it back in 2006 when I was a student. And fast forward to the pandemic, I found the game again, and here I am still playing. So that's about it. And it helps me pass the time. Next up, the server itself, the PlayPark servers, one disadvantage is I noticed that there's a lot of server lags. So, especially if there are events like this and there's a speed server, every now and then the game gets delayed by a couple of seconds, and if you're playing, if you're a gamer, 1 or 2 seconds is very frustrating, even if it's just a few seconds. So a good thing here is that the GMs, game moderators of the game, are actually very approachable. You can chat them. They're on Facebook, and if you have concerns, they have a online ticket service. So just file a ticket, and usually they reply as soon as possible. Maybe in a couple of days, maybe 1 or 2 days. So that's one good thing. And CCR, the makers of the game, still actually provide updates to the game. But I think the last major update was December of 2020, so it's not very often. And I noticed that the game also has a lot of bugs. So ranging from small bugs like visual bugs up to um very major bugs, like people are doing council armor bugs. So that's one big thing I don't like about the game. There's a lot of bugs, and I think there's a lot of imbalance. Like the Acretia gunner, in my opinion, is a bit too OP. They're very strong. They can kill you with 1 or 2 skills. And the Bellato healing class skill, it's kind of OP also. It's hard to take them down. So that's about it. Well, it's a good thing we're allied, so Acretia is not killing us. We're just waiting for the last hit. And yes, one more thing I'd like to add is the upgrading of the game. So, as compared to other games where when you want to upgrade your weapon or your armors, you just get the weapon, get the materials, and then you click and upgrade. And that's about it. Here in RF Online PlayPark, there's a chance that when your upgrade fails, the item gets destroyed or the previous upgrades are destroyed. So it's like a gamble, making it kind of costly because like I said earlier, some of the best gems you can get are cash items, and I guess you can get the idea. You need to spend a lot of money if you want to be strong, or and grind, buy the items in using in-game money from other players, which is what I mostly did in my Desolation server. Well, if you got money to spend, yeah, it's okay. It's your money. But overall, um, I've been playing the game for quite a long time already, and I would highly recommend playing RF Online PlayPark. It's a very good game. It will help you pass the time, and hopefully you have fun like a lot of players here. So before I end this video, we're gonna check out where the main action is happening. So let's see how many people are okay. So the Bellato Union is actually defending their chip. It is right there. And oops, there's a guard tower here. Alright, so maybe this chip war will still take a couple of minutes. So I will be ending this video and focus on trying to win this chip war and last hitting the chip. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Christian. If you like the video, don't forget to drop a like. Comment down if you have any questions about the game. I'll try to answer them. And tell me what you think of RF Online PlayPark. Just drop them down in the comment section. And subscribe for more RF Online videos. I'll see you again next time.